Thank you to my channel. I am your girl, Coach AB, and I am your personal branding coach, women empowerment speaker. I guess all those different things, but mostly important that you are here with me. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to break limiting beliefs so that you can begin to create the life of your dreams. Make sure you share this video. Make sure you subscribe to my channel and click the notification button above so that you can get all the videos that come out so that you can stay fresh and live the life that God has ultimately designed for you. So, what is all this limited beliefs? First, let's get into what is a limited belief. A belief system that keeps you limited from doing life or believing in certain things. It is something that we have been taught, something we have seen that really limit us from really being great and to show up powerful on earth, right? So the first thing is you got to be willing to do the work. I mean, like really acknowledge I have a limited belief, acknowledge my belief system is hindering me, acknowledge I believe something negative, acknowledge the things that you know that you lack in, and be willing to really to put in the work. It takes work to break those bad habits. It takes work to do something different. It literally takes work, and you have to be willing to put into work, because ultimately it is your life and you only get one time to live it. And don't allow something that you've been through, something somebody said, or something that you've seen to hinder you from living the life that God has ultimately want you to live. So 2 is be willing to be vulnerable. It's like, I have this problem, but sometimes we are ashamed because we don't want people to know we deal with this. We don't want people to know that I've been struggling with this. We don't want people to know that you are afraid to admit that I have money issues. You are afraid to admit that I really don't believe that I'm not good enough to love or good enough for somebody to be faithful to me. You don't want somebody to really to know the things that you struggle in day to day. But when you get willing, one, to do the work and be vulnerable and be open, like, hey, I need help. It is okay to need help. It is okay to get counseling, to get therapy, to get coaching. It is okay. You are here in this video because you acknowledge there's something that the description that resonated in your spirit. It was something or some things being said that you say, hey, that's me. I need help. Right? So being vulnerable really is your strength. You're crying out for help to be better, to live better, and to do better in life. So 1 is being willing to do the work. 2, being willing to be vulnerable. And then 3, begin to create a new belief system. What do you really want to believe? You know, the mind is so powerful that you can't believe 2 things at one time. You can't think 2 thoughts at one time. Either your mind is going to believe it or either it's not. And if it's blocked up or locked up in your subconscious mind plays out in your everyday life. You may confess with your mouth that, yes, I believe this, but your subconscious mind calls you to act in a different way. And that's when the war begins. I'm speaking, I believe this. I know I believe this, but my subconscious belief is limiting me and is sabotaging me for the things that I really want to do in life. So how do you create a new belief system? So I'm going to give you some home development, right? Not homework, but home development, because it's the process of you developing yourself. So I want you to write 10 things down. 10 things that you don't believe that you really can have it. I'm not talking about what you say to your girlfriends, what you say to, the guys, or what you say, you fast in church. I don't care how many times you turned around, but what do you really believe about love? Right? What do you really believe about money? Right? What do you really believe about money? What do you really believe about success? Not what you think you believe, but what's in your subconscious mind. I really have a fear of success. That's what some of us say. I don't know what success look like. I don't know what having $1 million look like. So I'm really afraid that I'm gonna mess up. I'm really afraid that the people around me may want what I have, may feel obligated. So I was a part of this mastermind class, and the coach began to ask us, we were breaking limited beliefs, and she began to ask us to write down all the money that we want, right? And times it by 3 and keep timesing it by 3 until you get very uncomfortable. When I got to my number, I was very, very uncomfortable to the point to anxiety started to arise. And the first thing I thought of, I never even seen this type of money, right? And I began to think about how many people would feel obligated that I should help them because I have the money. That was my limited belief, because I was once that girl that raised my kids on welfare. I was once that girl that needed help with paying my rent, paying the lights, needing food. I was her. So I felt obligated that if I finally made it, the people that helped me, they was going to feel obligated for me to give it back and to help. So that kept me playing small in my business and life and relationships, because I felt like if I made it, that I had to repay these people, particularly my mother and my children and the people around me. But I also felt a sense of obligation to level up, right? Level up and really mature in who I was as a woman, who I was as a mother, and who I wanted to be as a wife, and who I wanted to be as a business owner. I really had to look myself in the face and say, Angela, you need to grow up. You need to mature. And that was the hardcore reality of where I was in life and breaking those limited beliefs. That I had to let go of the excuses. I had to let go of the woe is me. I had to let go of me so calling myself waiting on God. That I really had to mature. And that's what my favorite phrase came with birth, is take ownership. Take ownership of who I am, where I've been, and where I am going. I had to put my big girl panties on and realize the hardcore truth that you still need healing. You still broken, and there are some things in your life that needs to be repaired, right? So creating my new belief system was I deserve it, right? That I'm willing to work for it. I'm willing to be vulnerable and say, hey, I need help.